All right, so we'll start today in a comfortable seat. So if seated is not the most comfortable position, or sitting on the floor with the legs crossed doesn't really work, a nice option could be elevating your hips up onto a blanket or a pillow or anything you have nearby, and this will just allow the hips to be over the knees, so it may be a little more comfortable. Come into this shape and you're really slouching over. Elevating the hips will help you find a bit more comfort. So if possible, sitting with the legs crossed one in front of the other. You could take a kneeling position if you'd prefer. You could also do this seated in a chair. We'll take the hands to rest palms down on the knees or thighs. And then take a moment to allow the eyes to slide closed. And we'll take 6 deep, slow breaths together. So inhale through your nose. Really feel the air as it comes in. And then just as slowly exhale out through your nose. Inhale, breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale slowly, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow the breath to continue to flow slowly and easily in and out through the nose. And take a moment to check in with how you're feeling today. Noticing the body. Are you tight? Are you tense? Where are you noticing space or ease? Not judging what you notice, but just becoming aware. And as the breath continues to flow in and out through the nose, keep that evenness between the inhale and the exhale. So the inhale is the same length as the exhale the same length as the inhale. Notice how by shifting the breath, you may be able to find a bit more space and ease in the body. You may also notice that it's difficult to be still. Maybe you find yourself scratching your forehead or feeling an itch elsewhere or moving, wiggling, situating. You may even find yourself distracted by noises around you, whether that's a conversation, the TV, your phone, cars driving by on the street, maybe your pets. But notice what's going on around you. Notice yourself when you become distracted. And then bring yourself back to your breath, back to each inhale and back to each exhale. Letting the breath be a bit of an anchor to keep you present in your body, in your moment, and on your mat. And the breath will act as this anchor as we move through the entirety of our practice today. So if you notice yourself distracted, you notice the mind wandering, simply bring yourself back to the breath, flowing in and out. And then we'll gently blink the eyes open. Give the eyes just a moment to readjust. And then with an inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Really let yourself take up space, reaching through the fingertips, maybe gazing up toward the hands. And then exhale, draw the hands out and down. We'll take one more like that. Inhale, arms draw out and up. Exhale, hands draw out and down. This time as you inhale, arms draw out and up. Exhale, twist over to the right side. So let your left hand come to rest on the right knee. Let the right hand either come right to the outside of that right hip, or maybe it starts to come more toward the low back. And then start to turn your head so you're looking out over the right shoulder. We take 3 breaths here. Each inhale, can you sit up a little taller? Notice if you're leaning back into that right hand and see if you can keep shoulders over hips. Exhale, twist a little deeper. 2 more. Inhale, a little taller. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, start to rotate the body back to center, but keep the left hand on that right knee as you float the right arm high. Inhale, reach through those right fingertips. Exhale, take a side bend to the left. So as you have that left hand on the right knee, start to draw the right knee toward the mat. So you're finding kind of this pull with that left hand, but then the pull of the knee back down toward the mat. And you start to open up that right line of the body. And you may stay here, or you may start to shift the gaze so you're looking up toward the ceiling, up toward that right arm. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, return to center, reach through the right fingertips. Exhale, right hand crosses in front of the left, coming down toward that left knee. And then with an exhale, round the spine. Tuck the chin toward the chest, maybe even wiggling the hands a little further away from one another as you open up through the upper back, through the shoulders, noticing the shoulder blades starting to spread away from one another, really letting the chin guide forward toward the chest. Inhale, slowly come up to center. Keep the elbows crossed, but start to hug the arms in. And then wiggling the fingertips like you were trying to touch them on the upper back. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. 2 more breaths here. Getting even more space in the shoulders and the upper back. 1 more breath. Inhale, unwind the arms, press the palms out to either side, really pressing through the palms, engage the arms, engage the shoulders, pull the fingers back toward the forearms, deep breath in. Exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, and then back and down. 1 more like that. Inhale, shoulders up, back, and down. If you are staying, take a moment to switch the cross of the legs. So whichever leg is forward comes back, whichever leg is back comes forward. It will let you feel quite awkward, doing the best you can to get comfortable. If you find your shape, whether you're kneeling, always stay right there. I'll sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, let the hands draw out and down. 1 more like that. Inhale, out and up. Full range of motion. Exhale, out and down. Good. This time, inhale, out and up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes to the top of the left knee or thigh. The left hand comes either to the outside of that left hip, or it starts to walk behind your back as if it were landing right at the base of the spine. And then start to turn the head, look out over the left shoulder. Use your breath. Each inhale, sit a little taller. Each exhale, twist. Notice if you're leaning back into that left hand, sit up tall, shoulders over hips. Last breath. Inhale, unwind, right hand stays as it is, left arm reaches high, inhale. Exhale, take that side bend over to the right. So again, you're pulling with that right hand, you're pressing through that left knee, reaching up and out of those right fingertips, really creating a lot of space in the left fingertips, in the left side of the body. Maybe you shift the gaze up toward the ceiling, always remembering the breath. 1 more deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, center the upper body, cross the left arm in front of the right, landing it over on that right knee, and then exhale, round the spine. Curl the body in, chin toward the chest. Feel the shoulder blades spread away from one another on the back. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, slowly come to center. Keep the arms crossed, but release the hands from the knees. Sitting up tall, walk the hands toward one another on the upper back. So elbows are crossed. You're sitting tall, creating space in the shoulder blades, the upper back. Notice if the elbows are drooping down. See if you can guide them in line with the shoulders. And then feel the shoulder blades spread away from one another on the back. Create that space. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Beautiful. One more deep breath in. And long breath out. Inhale, nice and slowly. Unwind the arms. Press the palms out to either side. Really reach through the palms of the hands. Find that strength in the arms. Pull the fingers back toward the forearms. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, shoulders roll up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Make your way over onto your hands and knees in tabletop. As you arrive in tabletop, if it's a bit sensitive for you to kneel, you can always pad the knees. So if you have a blanket or a towel, you may just place that right in the center of your mat so it comes right underneath the knees. And then find a stack of your, so the hands land directly under the shoulders, the knees land directly under the hips. Finding length through the spine, so tailbone reaching back, crown of head reaches forward, low belly's active, the front ribs are knitting in. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, let the belly drop down toward the mat, arch the spine, lift the tail, lift the chin. Exhale, round, tuck the tailbone under, press the ground away, round the back, curling inward. Inhale, arch. Let the belly drop. Feel the tail lift, the chin lift. Feel the heart space pull forward through the arm bones. Exhale, round. Really curl the body in. Press the ground away. Chin to chest, tailbone tucking under. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. And continue here to move through 2 more rounds of cat and cow. Trying to come to your full range of motion. That full flexion, that full extension, creating space in the spine. And then inhale, return toward a neutral spine in tabletop. Extend the right foot out so the ball of the foot lands on your mat. You're still on that left knee. Lengthen forward through the crown. Get strong through the belly, strong through the core. Long breath out. Press, but keep the right leg extended. Float the right toes up and off the mat. That right foot only comes as high as the hip. Notice that tendency for right hip to want to stack on top of the left. Looking back at your hips, make sure hip points are squared toward the mat and you're pressing through the right heel. Option to stay here exactly as you are. Option to tent onto left fingertips. Option to reach left fingertips forward. So you're lengthening from those left fingertips back to the right heel. You're creating some space, but you're also creating some strength. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Exhale, landing that left hand, land the ball of the right foot. Maybe drag that right foot slightly back in into the hand. Inhale, let the belly drop toward the mat, arch the spine, look forward. Exhale, curl the body in. As you curl the body in, you may stay. Left hands, spine arches. Exhale, curl in. Either stay. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, land, and the right knee. Take 2 rounds of regular cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, spine rounds. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, return to center. This time, left foot reaches back, ball of the left foot lands, and then start to step back into that left heel. So as if you could bring the left heel all the way toward the mat behind you. Low belly stays active and strong. Front ribs knitting in. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, release that press into the left heel. Float the left toes up and off the mat. So again, that left hip is in line with the right. Looking back, make sure left hip hasn't peeled open. Left toes aren't facing left. Left pinky toe dials toward the mat. Press back through the left heel. Stay here. Tent up onto right fingertips, or reach the right arm forward, bicep toward the ear. Find that length. Left heel to right fingertips. Core is strong. The right arm is active. One more deep breath in. Exhale, land the right hand, land the ball of the left foot. You may scoot that left foot slightly in so you can start to put weight into that left foot. Inhale, arch through the spine, look forward. Good. Exhale, round, curl in. Either stay in that curled position or hug the right thigh into the chest. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl in. Stay or hug the right thigh. Inhale, land the right knee, arch. Exhale, curl in. Your variation. Last one, inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, land the right knee. Left foot comes to meet it. 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, belly drop. Exhale, spine rounds. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, return to a neutral spine. Draw the big toes to touch. Walk the knees out toward the wide edges of your mat. Sit the hips back toward the heels as much as possible. And then lengthen the upper body forward. If as you lengthen the upper body forward, the hips start to lift, what you may want to do is take a block or a pillow or a book and rest the forehead. Another option, if you don't have any of that, stack the fists, rest the forehead there. But really try to encourage the hips to be sitting back toward the heels as much as possible, even if it means that the upper body isn't releasing down onto the mat. So this child's pose becomes a little bit of a hip opener, as well as a place to rest. We have 2 more breaths here. One more. Inhale, slowly lifting the head. Start to come back to the hands and knees. Draw the knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under. And we come into downward dog, but we'll come through downward dog through plank. So tucking the toes, step the feet back so you're in plank. Keep the hands and feet as they are, downward facing dog. If this is challenging for you, what you'll want to do is take a soft bend of the knees so you can really lengthen the hips up and back. So if as you came in from plank, you noticed that you got to about here and then the spine started to round, that's when you really soften the knees so you can find more length in the upper body. We'll take 2 breaths here. Good, one more. Inhale, look forward in between your hands and just slowly walk your feet up to your hands. You may get to a point where the hands have to come off the mat. That's totally fine. But when you get to the top of the mat, bring the feet a little wider than the hips, but not quite the width of your mat. Soften generously into the knees. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come to opposite elbows and the head hangs heavy. And sway side to side in the upper body. So moving slightly to the left, slightly to the right. Feeling into the hamstrings, feeling into the calves. If these aren't places you stretch often, you may be feeling a lot happening here. You may have the knees bent really generously. If you're coming into this with knees locked and the spine is rounding over, bend the knees even more. Think about your hips as the hinge of a door. It doesn't bend, it hinges forward in one piece. Nod your head, yes. Move your head, no. Exhale, soften hands down toward your mat. Heel toe the feet so they're directly underneath your hips rather than that slightly wider stance. Bring the hands onto the shins, right below the knees to start, and then inhale, lengthen through the spine. So again, knees may stay super soft. Find a reach of the tailbone back and the upper body forward. Almost imagining you were coming into that cow shape, so you're reaching the tail back rather than scooping the tail under. So lengthen tailbone back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, soften the knees, fold. Inhale, hands come to shins. Halfway lift. Tailbone reaches back, gaze forward, roll the shoulders back. Good, exhale, fold. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time as you inhale, bend into the knees, round the back. Come all the way up to stand, slowly with control. As you arrive in a standing position, the head comes up last. The shoulders roll back, the palms rotate forward. Pressing down into the heels, into both edges of the ball of the foot, into the pad of each toe. Stand tall through the spine, engage the thighs, the belly, deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Let the arms come out, hinge from the hips. You can always soften the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that length. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, pull the palms through your heart. Hands by the sides, palms forward. 1 breath. We'll come through 1 more like that. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive, folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Knees can stay soft, spine is long. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, pull the palms through the heart. Down by your sides, palms forward, 1 breath. Good, inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, land your hands on the mat, bend deeply into the knees. Take a big step back with your left foot. Land the left back knee. You can always, again, pad the left knee or land directly on your mat. Let the hips gently shift forward as you reach the upper body forward. And then inhale, right hand to the thigh, left hand to the thigh, rising up. Start to find a slight press into that right foot so you can scoop the tailbone under. So you're not looking to just let the hips sink and come into the low back. You want to find that engagement of drawing the tailbone down toward the mat. So you're finding that action by a slight press into the right thigh and a scoop of the tailbone under. With your next breath in, arms reach high. Don't change anything about the lower body. Just the arms have started to reach. You should be feeling a nice stretch in the front of that left hip. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Keep the shoulders stacked over the wrist. Twist to the, or shoulders stacked over the waist. Twist to the right. As you twist to that right side, if you start to lose the low body, use the strength of the core to create that twist. Hinge forward from the hip. See if you can land the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Once you have that connection, press the palms into one another. Find a deeper twist, but don't lose that engagement of the low body. Don't lose the engagement of the core. 1 more breath. Long breath out. Inhale with just as much control as you came in, unwind. Reach the arms back high, low lunge. Exhale, hands land on the mat. Lift off the left back knee. Step the left foot forward to meet the right at the top of your space. Hands come to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, stand tall. Exhale, palms through the heart, down by your sides, 1 breath. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive folds. Inhale, hands to shins, half lift. Exhale, soften the knees. Bring the hands to the mat. Take a big step back with your right foot. Right knee lands on the mat. Lengthening through the spine with a breath in. You can untuck right toes. Inhale, left hand to thigh, right hand to thigh, rise up. Find that slight scoop of the tail. So maybe a slight press into that left foot, a slight tractioning of that left hand and the left thigh. So we're not just sitting in the hips, we're engaging, scooping the tailbone under. Low belly is strong, legs slightly drawing to the midline. Inhale, arms high. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart, shoulders stay over the hips. Exhale, twist to the left. So using that strength of the core to create that twist. Belly is active, gazing to the left. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward from the right elbow, hooks the outside of the left thigh. Press the hands into one another. Rotate a little deeper, but without losing that engagement of the legs and the core. You may gaze to the left. You may gaze up and over the left shoulder. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale with just as much control, unwind. Come back to center, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift off the right back knee. Step the left foot to meet the right in downward facing dog. Again, knees may stay soft, lengthening through the upper body, trying to resist that urge to round the spine. Really think about sending hips back. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. From downward dog, make your way to your seat. And we'll come right down onto our backs. Rolling onto your back, give the knees a squeeze in toward the chest. Land the left sole of the foot on the mat. Slide the hands around to the back of the right thigh and extend the right heel high toward the ceiling. Really flex that right foot. Engage the right thigh. When you engage the thigh, it allows the hamstring to relax. Hands may stay on the back of the thigh. If your leg's down here, that's totally fine as well. Feel that stretch in the hamstring and try not to lift the low back off the mat. If you have more space, hands could slide up toward the calf, toward the ankle. Always your choice where to take it. One more deep breath in. Exhale, right knee in. Bring the left knee in alongside the right. Land the right sole of the foot. Extend the left heel high toward the ceiling. Hands slide around to the back of the thigh. We want the leg straight, even if that means it's way down here. Totally fine. Flex the foot, engage the thigh. Let the hamstring create space. If you have more space, again, you may be walking the hands up, drawing the leg a little closer. Your variation. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee in toward the chest. Right knee meets it. And we'll take a happy baby. Soles of the feet shine high toward the ceiling. Knees bend down like they're coming in toward the armpits. To the back of the thighs, the calves, the ankles, maybe the pinky toe edges of the feet. This is entirely up to you and how. But let the knees drop down. Knees bent as close to 90 degrees as possible. Long breath out. Exhale, release. One final hug of the knees in toward the chest. And then extend the arms and legs long along the mat. And we end our practice with a few moments to be still. Let the eyes softly close. Let the breath flow with ease. Become aware of any distractions, of anything in the mind, willing these moments of stillness to be over, wanting you to get up, to be productive, to do something. And instead, can you resist that urge? And instead, allow yourself this time to be still, to be relaxed, and to observe yourself. Observe those thoughts. Observe how it feels to be still. Observe the breath. And see if you can let the body relax even more. Shoulders are soft, hips are heavy. Lower jaw relaxes. Eyelids, eyebrows, and forehead soften. And take one final deep inhale. And long exhale. And then inhale, reach the arms up overhead, reawakening your body to the day with a greater sense of purpose. And then hug the knees in toward the chest, and we'll gently rock to a seat. And as you arrive in your seat, blinking the eyes open, hands can come to the heart. We bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you for being here today.